So beautiful. So much gratitude. So in this one, came out really quickly just to speak about mind control, true mind control. We hear about things like MK Ultra, you know, we see what's going on the TV, we see the agendas at play to control the mind, warp the mind, socially engineer people into their own degeneracy and lower nature. And we see most people flocking with it and following it. There are multitudinous things in society that can be listed and seen as mind control, and in fact they are. The word government, governmente, govern mind, to govern the mind, to control the mind. We all know this. So this should let us know with pristine and supreme clarity that we, my people, must become the government. We must become the governments of ourselves. We must control our mind, which leads us to true mind control. But how does one control the mind? How does one go about doing this? How is that even possible? Can you sit and have no thought? Can you sit and resonate with the supreme naught? The 0 point. Can you get high without rolling and smoking a joint? This is the true foundation of mind control. And until we can truly bask in clarity and silence internally, there's no true wakefulness. Being awoke, spiritually speaking. Doesn't mean we can't have a thought or that thinking won't arise, but we have to neuronally wire ourselves into silence. Internal silence, inner quietude. Yeah? And then through the inner silence, we naturally become acutely aware of what is our own thinking, what is the thinking or thought impression or energetic projection toward us from externally. From the clarity we receive immediately from the soul and the creator and the vast original creation of the omniverse itself, the specific impressions that attach and attune to our geometric perfection, the sacred geometry of life. It's supposed to naturally emanate and radiate through us. You feel it when you look at a snowflake, sunflower, butterfly wings, even the sun, honeycombs of a beehive. All of these things are immediate, how can we say, materializations of the sacred geometry, the flower of life. When we come into this internal quietude, this state naturally begins to emanate and radiate through us as well. See that? And this is actually the foundation of health. It's mental. Yeah? How do we come into control of our minds? I'd like you to try something. Okay? I'd like you to try something. One of the fundamental and foundational elements of the solar omniversity and our true wakefulness also is the breath. Correctly applied into the solar core, the dantian, the diaphragm. As you breathe in, your belly expands, and as you exhale, your belly shrinks. I'd like you to practice this and just see how long you can sit and focus solely upon the breath without attaching to the thought forms that arise internally or the impressions energetically. If any do arise, any thoughts, any feelings do actually arise internally, simply observe them. Look at them. And let them pass. Like clouds in a perfect blue. Like waves on the ocean shore too. This is all a reflection of you. As we grow through this process of allowing the thoughts to pass, the feelings to pass, sitting with them, not acting upon them impulsively, yeah? Just allowing them to pass through. Ease. Engage yourself with the breathing. Relax your body by feeling the sensation of your weight and gravity holding you to the earth. As you breathe out, allow all tension to evaporate. Scan your body for where you're holding onto any tension and allow all of that tension to evaporate from your being. Makes meditation an active process. Now you can internally observe your clarity, your being, your awareness. And from this space of awareness, you can observe your mind and your feeling. When you rise in the new day, this is how you should start and activate the day. For a period of the day, you should grow through a meditative process. You don't need to really time it, just sit with the breath, but if you have to be on a timer, time it 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, however long. Just sit and be with the breath as much as you can without attaching to thought. This, my beautiful people, is the foundation, the fundamental element of true mind control. Because you detach from that secondary mind, which is the entity persona mind, the ego mind, you become attuned to the mind of the all, the Akashic mind, as words may have it. Although we don't call it that, we call it something else. From here you will find a space begins to arise between you, who you really are, not your body, not your thinking, not your personality, not your opinions, views and beliefs. But you, pure and true. You will start to see a clear distinction between who you are everything else that comes secondary to this. This space in and of itself is its own pristine frequency, which you will begin to vibrate and attract, magnetize, and draw into you the thought frequencies that are specific to the perfection of your soul, being materialized on this earth. This is how we should have been taught to produce ourselves from birth. This is why we call it a rebirth in soul and spirit. And now you're all up in it. As these new frequencies of thought begin to attune and attach to the brain, we start to act upon these. We take action upon these. And these are what produce our lives. Now, as we receive an impression of thought that tells us to do this, do that, do this, do that, do that, do this, from this pristine space within us, we must become disciplined and committed to being obedient to the commands we receive. Like this, you'll get into naturally experiencing a state and sensation, a vibration internally of achievement. As you receive the commands of what you need to do from what they may call the higher self or the soul or the creator being, the omni being, to simply be obedient. Do what you're told. Act on what is received. Complete the tasks that are set from the inside out. Write them down in your journals. Hope you've all got journals by now. And you will naturally find your life start to be in your control. Not just your control, but in service to the supreme, almighty originator of all things. And my beautiful solar beings. This is how we return to our state and space of supremacy upon this majestic, beautiful earth. So with all that said, thank you for tuning into this video. Join the private gatherings. Join the Solar Omniversity. Links in the description for more videos. Alright, links in the comments too. Join me over on the social media platforms, and let's really start to build our community and our family now. Because we have to meet each other in this perfection in order to really start heading in the right direction in life once again, and establishing our civilizations as they were in antiquity, but far beyond, far greater than we've ever been before, shall we be, as we come forth again. Why? Just think about the oppression and the pressure and the suppression that we faced. What happens if I put my muscle under absolute tension? It gets weaker for a while, and then it grows and gets stronger. So what do you think has happened to the muscle of the soul? Over these past few thousand years. My people, let's rise and reclaim this space. Alright? Inside out.